Today's episode will be about uh, social medias, how it affects people's mental health, pros and cons about it and social media. So I read this topic like 1 minute ago because I asked ChatGPT to give me when we were at home, but then I never read them until now. So today is like the second day when we are on the road, and currently we are in. Oh no, I'm not supposed to say. Okay, so yes, we are on the road, but you don't know where. So, okay, mental health and social media. Uh, okay, let me just talk about it until it starts raining out. So it's really, really hot here, even though it's like 9 p.m. Social media. I think in our day and age, it has been aged a little bit negative because people say, oh, you compare yourself so much to others, and that makes your life seem less significant. For many people, that can be true. However, I don't totally agree because personally, I don't compare myself too much, so I can't relate to it because I follow mostly meme and other weird stuff accounts. So there's nothing really to compare yourself to memes, you know. But I see if people are following like successful people who have private jets, super luxury cars, and highest top apartments, then of course you get a little bit jealous and you start thinking, oh, I live only in a little house in the middle of nowhere, only trees around me, and like literally no luxury at all. We have to lit candles with matchsticks. I mean, what? And there's like toilet that doesn't flush. So I mean, in that case, yeah, but even that kind of lifestyle can be somewhat positive. Okay, a car is coming, so I will just pause for a second. Um, and what's like positive with that is, I mean, you live closer to nature, and it's more of a feeling of how it was before technology, before anything. When I was little, I used to dream about living in a village because people are really, really close to each other. You know everyone, and unless you make enemies, which I really hope you don't, then it would be quite sad and not really fun to live in a place where everyone knows everyone. But otherwise, like, imagine just going out and finding some lake and going on some adventures in the woods with friends and people, you know. Basically, from all the books and films I've seen about village life, it looked really intriguing. Um, but yeah, once you start comparing yourself to high technology, being able to play GTA 6 every day, I mean, then of course it sounds more exciting, but is it actually better? Because oftentimes people who live in big cities are not very happy because they have already been used to so much, so everything seems familiar and it's harder to get to enjoy the simple things. So basically, comparison can be both good and bad. There are two sides of a coin, and the first side I just picked, and it's like, no, actually I didn't. That was just a brief introduction. uh, I'm not sure how brief it was, but okay. The one side of the coin, let's say the heads, are like, you compare yourself to it, and that can be bad. Well, no, there's two sides of comparison coin. So one side is positive and the other one is negative, and the positive one I will take second because it's probably less talked about, and it's kind of what I thought about myself when I was thinking about this like 2 minutes ago. No, actually, I was probably thinking about it months and months ago before I even started thinking about this topic. Anyway, the negative side is that you obviously start comparing yourself to that and think, oh, my life is so boring, oh, I don't have anything, that person has so much and I have nothing. But on the other hand, you can be inspired and be like, oh my god, that person managed to do it, that means I can also do it. And that way you get inspired and you start to work towards it, and you have something specific to strive for. So when you see yourself in that mirror, you can kind of imagine yourself being there and follow the other person's journey, and that way kind of just go and place your feet in the other one's steps. And eventually, if you try hard enough and you really believe in yourself and all that stuff, you can get there. It's kind of like when I saw those YouTubers and people when I joined the course. I'm not gonna talk about that so much now, but people there are so fired up. And I mean, fired up, I'm not sure if that's the right expression. What the yeah, I'm not sure if that's the right expression, but basically, fire in their eyes and really that drive. So when you meet people who have similar aspirations, you kind of get pushed to work on it yourself. I'm not sure how this is related to social media, it's more like communication and stuff. But what was I about to say? I have 3 minutes left. What was I about to say? There are so much mosquitoes here also. Okay, improvisation skills. I really feel bad I can't pause this, but yeah. So in short, there's the one where you compare yourself in a negative way and you think, oh, I can never achieve this, and on the other side you think, oh, I can do this. And this is what I was talking about. I started comparing myself to those people in this course. I started comparing myself to big creators like Mr. Beast, Mark Rober, all those cool ones. And I used to not watch Mr. Beast at all, but now I kind of do it for research and also because I enjoy it, even though it seems a little bit superficial right now. And all the, screaming and all the effects compared to how it was 5 years ago when there were barely any editing. Okay, well, there was editing, but not as much as now. And you really see how far someone can come with a dream and a drive force that gets them moving. Because I'm not sure if this is correct, but for him to gain his first 1,000 subscribers, I think it took like a year or 3 years. I'm not sure, but it was a lot of time. And I'm willing to take that, and I'm willing to go forward and really go against what is going against me, because I'm not getting the reactions I want. But hey, the other people pushed through and now they're super successful, which means I can also be that way. Also, now there's a truck. So the mental health effects, yeah, if you use it in a wrong way, you can get depressed and like super unmotivated and just have not very good relationship with the online reality. But then again, anything can be used in good and bad ways. So on that note, I think we can finish this. And also, before we finish this, let me show you the sunset. So it's not anymore light nights. Here it is a bit darker, or very much darker, and for some reason there are not a lot of cars. So I will go and probably have dinner what we have in the car, and maybe eat bread and stuff. Okay, now the car is starting. So, and then we just gotta sleep. So I hope this first episode wasn't that bad, but I hope even more that the second ones will be much more better. Because, well, yes, the plan is obviously to improve, as I mentioned before. Yeah, on that note, goodbye. Smurfinator out.